Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with another Matt Reacts video where we'll be looking at some transfer rumours today involving Cristiano Ronaldo, and insert the Grand Theft Auto meme right here. Ah shit, here we go again, because Cristiano Ronaldo is linked with a move to Manchester United. And after we've discussed Manchester United's former player, one of the greatest of all time, potentially the greatest of all time, a man that won the Ballon d'Or at Manchester United, Premier League, European Cup, he won the lot. We'll also be talking about Jack Grealish as well at the end of this video, and some bad news. Well, for me anyway. Everyone knows I love Jack Grealish. Everyone knows I want to see Jack Grealish at Manchester United. But it looks like we could be seeing him head to one of our rivals, which isn't great news at all. So we'll be discussing that as well. Make sure you're hitting that like button, commenting, sharing and subscribing to the channel too. Can we hit 110k by the end of June? You can help me do that by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. So get subscribing to the channel right now. But let's get stuck into this story about Cristiano Ronaldo. And we have to deal with this every summer, don't we? He has been linked to Manchester United every single transfer window, I imagine, since he left the club in 2009. Now, there's been many transfer windows where I hoped Cristiano Ronaldo would come back to the club. If Cristiano didn't leave the club, can you imagine how many more trophies we would have had in the bag? Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues, all those kind of things. He's just a match winner. We saw what he did for Real Madrid, constantly delivering for them in the Champions League. And to see him stay at Manchester United, I'm sure would have meant many more trophies for the club. It wasn't to be, but that time has probably come and gone now. Do you know what I mean? Has that time come and gone? I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You might be a little bit like me, where you start thinking, nah, this is daft. This is daft. We don't need to be getting Ronaldo back. And then you think about it, you think, yeah, but it'd be good though, wouldn't it? Now, look, here's a story. Corriere dello Sport in Italy. Now, at the moment, actually, it seems quite obvious that Cristiano Ronaldo's leaving Juventus this summer. It seems like it's a foregone conclusion, or at least that's the way they're speaking in Italy at the moment. So that's a little bit of background to it. Now, Corriere dello Sport have come out and said that Cristiano Ronaldo sees his best destination as Old Trafford. He wants to go to Old Trafford. He sees that club as his preferred destination this summer. PSG have also been linked with him, and I'm sure they'll be linked with Cristiano Ronaldo and all those kind of big players, because of the fact that getting those big signings to the club kind of just, you know, positions them as one of the top clubs again. We know they've got all the money, but they're still behind some of the clubs in France in terms of European history, and you know, those kind of clubs will always want to sign these players to kind of continue their sports washing. But you know, Cristiano Ronaldo linked to PSG, linked to Manchester United, and the only hurdle, it seems, would be for wages. He'd have to take a pay cut at Manchester United. Now, Manchester United will be letting potentially David De Gea leave this summer, and also there's been talk about a potential swap with Paul Pogba, but I've got to say, I can't see it happening, and I don't particularly want it to happen. Look, if we got Sancho and we got a DM and we got a centre back and we gave Paul Pogba a new contract, and then Cristiano Ronaldo was added onto the top of that, you know what? Go do it. I'm all for that. Bringing in a little bit of that elite mentality. He'd still deliver your 20-30 goals a season, and it'd be great to have in and around the squad. But knowing Manchester United, as we all know that board, it would probably come at a cost of, you know, Manchester United getting Jadon Sancho, or getting that centre back, or getting that holding midfielder. And much like with Harry Kane, in fact, Harry Kane would be a much better signing for United, so I'm not really comparing the two, but much like with Harry Kane, I'd rather see United focus on the positions that we really do need to fill. You know, there's still talk about Jadon Sancho joining the club. Declan Rice continues to be linked, as does other holding midfielders like Saul Niguez as well, which I'd love to see linked with Manchester United. Varane continues to be linked, as does Pau Torres. But this Cristiano Ronaldo one could just prove to be a distraction, and it's the kind of distraction that Ed Woodward loves to fall for. And don't forget, he's still in and around the mix at the moment at Manchester United. He's not left the club yet. So if I was in charge, I would not get involved, to be totally honest with you. Make sure you're getting the priority signings in. And if at the end of the transfer window, when you've got all your signings in, Cristiano Ronaldo is still sniffing about for a club, make it happen. You know, it'd be a great bonus signing, but not at the expense of those other deals. And I just think this is another one of those stories. You know, Ronaldo plus United equals papers being sold and people talking, as we are here. But yeah, I wouldn't pay too much attention to those rumours, as I'm sure you already have decided to ignore them. And swapping him for Paul Pogba, I'd rather keep Paul. It sounds mad. I'd rather keep Paul Pogba and get those other signings in. So yeah, I think we'd be doing Juventus a favour there, for sure. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We've also heard about Jack Grealish as well, and the talk is, in the Athletic anyway, that Harry Kane and Jack Grealish are being targeted by Manchester City, and Jack Grealish could be someone that sees his future at Man City. He wanted to join Manchester United. That move seems to have sailed, along with the fact that Paul Pogba stayed. We always thought Jack Grealish could be a potential replacement for Pogba. Pogba stayed. You know, you look at his recent posts on social media, it looks like he could be staying for the foreseeable, signing a new deal. Jack Grealish probably isn't going to get that opportunity to join United. Joining City will be attractive for any player. You know, the opportunity to play for Pep, play for that squad, potentially win trophies, you know, they'd all be there. And it looks like Jack Grealish could be a target for Man City this summer, which would be madly, madly disappointing for me anyway. I'd hate to see him playing for Manchester City. He's such a top quality player. The only hope is they need to sell players to be able to buy Jack Grealish to free up space in the squad. I'm sure they don't need the money. And whilst there's talk about the likes of Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, etc. leaving, you know, they have to make those deals happen. Are they going to be able to? Are teams going to be able to afford their wages and transfer fees in the summer? So hopefully they don't end up signing Jack Grealish and he stays at Villa or something until United can get him. But I'd hate to see Jack Grealish playing for Manchester City. Please don't let that happen. Harry Kane, I think that might be a foregone conclusion after they lost the Champions League final. They probably just think, fuck this, we'll go get Harry Kane, guarantee another 40-50 goals into the team, and that probably gets you a few more trophies down the line as well. Which, you know, it shows United need to get moving this summer. We need to make sure our deals are done. Jadon Sancho, if he's the man, Declan Rice, Yves Bissouma, you know, Ndidi, Sal Niguez, all these players, Pau Torres, Rafael Varane. Just get the signings that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs. Let's go into next season trying to build on what is done, rather than looking over our shoulders and worrying about, you know, Chelsea and Liverpool and all these other teams improving, which they will. Get your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, share and subscribe. I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.